Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're with us on this Friday morning, wrapping up a good week on our outdoor show. We appreciate the viewership and all the kind of things y'all send in. Thank you for supporting our sponsors. And one of them, the Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, doing our weather every day. We're looking at what a comfortable day, a high of 70 and a low of 50. That's pretty even right there. What's interesting is the water temperature. I was just looking back on the notes here, brought to us by Allco Electric out of Lynn Haven, and they'll do all of your electrical needs. But looking at the water temperature is 58.5 this morning. Well, this time last week, folks, it was down to 55.9. So that's really almost a 2.5 degree jump in just a week, in a 2-week period. It's interesting to see that. I just really get fascinated with the Gulf water temperature. That's at the end of the pier. Sometimes on the TV, watching other TV weather, you'll see the Gulf water temperature. They do a buoy way out in the Gulf, so that's why it's always different from our Gulf temperature. Our river readings brought to us by Panama City Coca-Cola. Apalachicola Bluntstown a 7.4. It went up a little bit, but not a lot of really fast movement on it. Just a 7.4 and pretty steady. And on through the next 4 or 5 days looks steady. Choctaw Caraville, an even 7 foot. And this looks pretty steady there too. A little bit of rain today. Shouldn't have too much of effect on it, on the Choctaw like a heavy rain would be. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We're looking at today is, can you believe it, the last day in January. So we have a decent tide today, Friday, January 31st. Also, today, okay, let me give you tides first. Low tide is 8:21 and high tide is 11:33 tonight. And our fishing game times brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe, 12:31 to 2:31 this morning, and this afternoon after lunch, 12:56 to 2:56. Wind pretty strong now, south-southwest at about 10 to 20. And it's a special day because it's Jeff Peck's birthday. Happy birthday, Jeff Peck. All right, he's gonna have a big party, gonna do all kind of things. He's gonna have some nice little time off, and we wouldn't be able to do Panhandle Outdoors without Jeff Peck here doing all that work. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back.
At Bay Smile Docks, we know how to make you smile. We're open early at 7 a.m. We're open late until 8. Request an appointment at baysmiledocks.com or call 271-2341 today.
Empire Real Estate of Florida, making your real estate dreams a reality throughout the Panhandle and more. If you're considering buying or selling real estate, please call 850-247-8868.
Hello, my name is Daniel Cole, and I own Cole & Associates Marine Surveyors, where we specialize in doing in-depth surveys on marine vessels of all types, be it metal, fiberglass, power, or sail. I am a professional marine surveyor, both qualified by NAMS and SAMS, and an associate member of IAME. Remember, for all your marine survey needs, call Cole & Associates Marine Surveyors, 850-774-1899.
Lighting by Levon is your one-stop shop for elegant lighting solutions to fit every home. Visit our beautiful showrooms for free consultations and delivery. Low prices and the best service in the Panhandle. Service is what we sell. Lighting by Levon at Inlet Beach, 13123 Emerald Coast Parkway, Suite F, 850-502-4438. And in Lynn Haven, 809 Florida Avenue, 850-769-1232.
At Bay Smile Docks, we know your time is precious. That's why Bay Smile Docks opens early at 7, and we're open late until 8. Request an appointment at baysmiledocks.com or call 271-2341 today.
Okay, welcome back. You know, folks are squeezing in some fishing and all, but keep in mind, today's the last day you'll be able to keep speckled trout. February, remember, the season closes, so you can catch them, but just don't keep them. It's a good season to protect them this season right here in February. Let's move on to some pictures. I get tickled talking about flounder because normally in January you don't talk much about flounder, but look, check out this picture here on the Panama City Fishing page. Philip Sykes, it was slow. He started at the past and released a 28-inch red, and they were hiding. So the dredge is on the San Andrew side of the pass. Okay, it's extremely dirty, so they're dredging now. I didn't realize that. I'm so glad to hear. That's why I have to stay in touch with everybody. They'll tell us about it. Went out about the 65-foot mark and caught some flounder, okay, but they were not in the bay. All right, and we talked about the fish kills last week. This happened over here in Gulf Shores, in the canals, and it's just extreme cold. And I'm sure it happened other places. But look at all the fish here. Is that amazing? And they're just cold stunned. I mean, you can actually, it's great to scoop some up and save them for bait and all later. Or if you're hungry, if you get them right away, they'll still be good to eat. I still go to Tarpon Dock. Okay, Brittany and Nicole Taunton didn't waste any time this morning. Okay, pulling that trigger when this guy stepped out. Good job, Briley Nicole Taunton. Good picture of her there. That's a great picture. The Taunton family. I love this picture here. I guess that's a grandpa. But look at those rafters. Is that old school right there? Look at those horns hanging down. That's Americana here in the South, where you just get those bugs and over the years hang them on the rafter like that. I love that picture there. Good job, Briley. All right, tonight, down in St. Joe, park after dark. And okay, it's going to be sort of night gazing at the sky with a local astronomer and a NASA solar system volunteer, Skip Marlin. So enter the park before it closes at 6:15, and they're going to have all kinds of a good night to gaze at the stars and really get some great information from the expert there. Park after dark. I'd like the state park doing that. Billy Grantham sent this. In Proverbs it says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he's old he won't depart from it in all facets of life. This is his grandson, Matthew's son. Is that not some cool pictures? All right, got him in the back of the truck. This is what's going on up in Jackson and Washington County. And I love this picture here. He's got him on the horse. Let's go back to the old school there. Cool. Richard Sims on the show a good while back from, well, not last year. He was the guide from Chattanooga. Remember, he would take folks catching those catfish in Chattanooga, and he sent this picture here, or posted. This is his best buddy and his best buddy's dog, but I wanted to show it because at the break of the dawn, early day, as you get ready to hunt, what a great photographer it is to take the silhouette picture there. All it is a silhouette, and I just thought that was cool. Richard Sims, a catfishing guide up in Chattanooga. Charles Gunner posted this, and I started to erase it. I said, no, if you still get these calls, you're blessed. Not everyone does. If your mom and dad you still talk to them on the phone, man, hit that green button and talk to them as long as you could. As long as you can. All right. I love this one here. All right, this is Denise Kelly. All right, she's on a dove shoot. Here's another picture of her. Now, is she not cool? I'm going to tell you something about Denise Kelly. Okay, Denise, this was a dove shoot last Saturday, and I was supposed to go on it and had some meetings. So anyway, Denise is our assistant superintendent at the school board office. She is high up there. Her husband is Mark Kelly, the Kelly Girl Fishing Family, and the Kelly Fishing Family. And I love having someone like Denise who does so much work with the school system. I mean, she does so much work in helping people, and she's my go-to lady when I need information. She'll let me know, what's been going on, what's going to be happening. But on top of all that, a mom and grandmom, and how about a dove shooter? So I love to see people in those positions and get out and get in outdoors fishing or hunting. And I got tickled. I told her I was going to put her on the show, make her famous. Denise Kelly, Assistant Superintendent, Bay District Schools. Now, she grew up in West Bay, okay? Her dad was a net fisherman. They did all kind of outdoor things in West Bay, so it's not new to her. So, Denise, we appreciate you. Let's take a break, and we'll be right back.
Are you looking for some fine fresh seafood? Then head over to Gene's Oyster Bar. This legendary icon has been around since 1930 and has served the finest and freshest seafood straight from the Bay and the Gulf. Folks come from all over the Panhandle and South Alabama to relish in this unique experience. So come on, pull up a stool and enjoy the finest oysters on the Gulf Coast. Gene's Oyster Bar on Sherman Avenue in historic Millville. Open 11 to 7, Tuesday through Saturday.
BJ's Marine Service. With over 44 years in business, they're dedicated to offer you the very best in marine service. BJ's Marine will repair any marine motor. Dependable and experienced. They won't be satisfied until you're satisfied. Local business that is family owned with a tradition of excellent service. Trust your motor to the best. BJ's Marine, 1317 Transmitter Road.
Happiness is what encourages us all, and at PCU, we know the community is made better by the happiness of our members. Members who understand the advantage they have through our checking, savings, and lending products. Products that improve their lives, their families, and their community. So, when you're looking into your financial options, know that our products are designed with you in mind, because the happiest people create the best communities. Panhandle Credit Union, banking made better.
My name is Walter Woodrick, and I am a certified financial planner practitioner at Woodrick Financial in Port St. Joe, Florida. I do business through LPL Financial, the country's #1 independent broker-dealer. I would love to meet you. There's no cost to chat. The financial plans I create for clients really help bring clarity and perspective. You can call, text, email, or stop by. Just Google Woodrick Financial.
Kramer Marine and Outdoor is your trusted source for all your outboard boat and motor needs. We carry the largest selection of outboard motors, parts, and accessories in the area, and our master certified factory trained technicians are here to keep you out on the water.
Okay, welcome back. Before we get back to the pictures, I just want to share this with you. I pray ask God to help me do a good show each and every morning for y'all, to be entertain y'all, to inform y'all, and just help y'all. And I ran across. I just felt like saying this the other day. It hit me the other day about the term "go pray," which we all do, but also the term as a kid, our parents would just say, "Go outside, or go play, go play, go play." We don't do that. We don't tell kids that anymore. We need to get back in the habit of telling kids, go play, go play. Put this down and go play. And that is so, that speaks volumes in our society in America now, where the kids are not doing that. Or go outside, get outside, quit watching TV. I remember my mom, she didn't have to tell us very often though, if we would go outside, but turn the TV off. And we, on Saturday morning, we carried away with those cartoons. But anyway, instead of saying turn off TV, just put the phone down and go play. We just need kids to play more outside. Trust me, I know y'all know the same thing. So I could sit here and talk about it for hours about getting kids outside. And also go pray. I always do that too. Okay, I got this one from I'm late in turning this in. H.C. Slay up in Boniface, so good about keeping us informed. Folks, I'm 2 weeks late. Okay, I apologize, H.C. Thanks for sending this. This is H.C. Slay, and Bonnie and I just want to let you know this 4:30 Tuesday afternoon, the 14th. I just seen the first 2 Martins at the Boys Club at Holmes Creek. Okay, this was a message through the interpreter, Holmes Creek. Thank you. Okay, so this marks the 14th of. And this has been, 2 weeks ago? So anyway, the first Martin that came in at the Bonifay up there. Okay, Larry Couch posted this, and this is interesting. Last week in all that cold weather, Larry's a biologist, he knows all this stuff. There's mosquitoes. See that snow? He actually saw mosquitoes. What he's saying, I can confirm that snow and live adult mosquitoes can coexist in Florida. I was hoping it would kill them all off, Larry. Okay. Larry Snellgrove, this is interesting. We've learned so much about what's going on. Did y'all know that the dredging project for the nourishment of down there at Mexico Beach, they've started dredging And here, they're just starting to, okay, this is setting it up. Isn't that some beautiful white sand? They're setting it up, and they're going to start doing that. Cool. All right. The turtle release. Okay, Wendy had, okay, here we go. Diane Buttram took this video. I know y'all saw it on news all. This is exclusive for Panhandle Outdoors. Is that not cool? And there were the story, you know, y'all know the story, you've seen it in the news. Folks just taking them out there. There was so many at Cape Sandblast. Thank you, Diane Buttram, for shooting this video. I just thought this was really cool. Like I said, it's exclusive Panhandle Outdoors footage. Wendy wanted to go, but she had to teach school. We'll watch it one more time. But look at the crowd of people there. And some of them waded out in the water. Look at all those, the paparazzi. And there's so many groups that helped out on this. FWC and volunteer groups, turtle patrols. There were like 1,200 after rescue. This day they released about 400 on this release here on Cape Sandblast. But folks went along picking them up. You know, of course, they're cold stunned, and what they'll do, they'll flip over. I learned this about, I learned this about what, talking to people. This is, they're 1,200. Here's some of them that was cold stunned. And actually, they got out there in the kayaks and rescued them. Now, wasn't that a cool thing to do? So all these are rescued. Look at that picture on the left. He sort of looks like it's cold on him. But anyway, what they'll do, Wendy was talking about symbologists and all, they'll get so cold, they'll just sort of, you know, get lethargic, and they'll actually roll over. A little wave comes through or something, they'll roll over and actually drown. And who knew that? And that's why it's so important to rescue them. So all you folks that did U.S. Geological Survey, has some people out there, the volunteer patrol. It was all cool stuff. Okay, let's go from turtles. We're always talking about rigging and bass fishing is getting ready to take off. Okay, February, big time. We always talk about, and people don't see this enough, there's different ways to rig. One of the most popular is what they call a Texas rig, and you can see, I have some pictures to show you. This is a simple rig. It's so versatile for all situations. Okay, the next one down is a drop shot rig, and you just put the little weight right there above the eye. It sort of drops down. And each one of these, and this is for sort of finessing along, and you can wiggle the worm a little better. Of course, a split shot, you just do put a split shot on it, and it covers lots of water. Okay, I found this. And the Carolina rig is so popular. This is looking for deep water, but you can see you have a little leader there, and the knots look cool, don't they? And then you come out and put the dot on them. So it's all, and then on the jig, of course, the bottom one, just put it on jig and jig fish. And that's how you do a lot of saltwater fishing that way too. So anyway, I just thought that was a cool little diagram to share with y'all this morning. I have a lot more. Let's see. Let's show one more fishing one. They caught some fish off the Choctaw this week. This is Chuck Corbin. He good at the river this morning, caught 12. That was a couple of days ago. Not bad, is it? How about those right there? That's good fishing, Chuck. And also, we talk about catching drum this time of year, but these are the worms that's in these drum even this time of year. Now, you can cut them. See, not just that one on the left there, there's one next to it, and the one above it over there. See all those worms? And then at the top of the screen, on top of it, look at all those worms. I personally, that's why I say I don't fool with drum. I just don't. I don't want to cut the worms out. And I just let them go. I try not to catch them, honestly. I don't want to catch sheephead. One more picture. We're talking about the jetties. I'm going to mention it in the famous Friday Fishing Report. This one right here. Giovanni Pere, he's going to get this one. He wants to get this one mounted because it has so many spots. That's the slot red right there. And then he caught all kinds of red. See the folks in the boat. This time of year, I'm going to talk about it on Fishing Report. The red fishing is really good at the jetties, but you don't want to catch those drums if you can help it. All right, here we go. Famous Friday fishing forecast will be coming up after the drawing. Let's do our drawing. This goes to our good folks over there, Gene's Oyster Bar. Oysters are going to be good this time of year, folks. Here it is, the last day of January. This is going to be a big mullet plate. All right. And the winner is going to be from Greenhead, Rebecca Weeks. Okay, let's go into the Drop and Knock area, and we're going to look for Frank Borges out of Freeport. Greenhead and Freeport, put them in order here. And Big Red Snapper, going to be from Panama City, Norman Thibodeau. Norman, you don't need a red snapper. You catch plenty of those on your own, but good job. We'll let your wife go get that. Norman Thibodeau, the Thibodeau family. All right, loyal viewer here. Thank y'all. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Celebrate President's Day with great mattress savings here at the Sleep Center. You can save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Tempur-Pedic made in the USA and available at
the Sleep Center, where it's bedtime all day long.
Kramer Marine and Outdoor is your trusted source for all your outboard boat and motor needs. We carry Skeeter Bay boats, all-wheeled aluminum boats, and have the largest selection of outboard motors, parts, and accessories in the area. And our master certified factory trained technicians are ready to take care of you. So shop us online at KramerMarineandOutdoor.com or visit us at the corner of Frankfurt and 23rd next to Bill Kramer GM. We're here to keep you out on the water.
Real-time Fisher Seafood Restaurant and Market on Highway 22. Fresh, delicious seafood cooked daily. Shrimp boil, oyster bar, steam bar, and now featuring fresh barbecue smoked on-site chicken, pulled pork, and we'll cater large groups. Check out the seafood market with a great selection of some of the freshest seafood around. Friendly service, great food at a reasonable price. Real-time Fisher Seafood Restaurant and Market.
Hey everybody, it's Brad Stevens coming to you from Sunjammers Water Sports. I want to talk to you about the Hobie kayaks. Their hands-free design lets you get in shallow water, out in the Gulf, pretty much anywhere you want to go. With a patented Mirage drive, you're no longer paddling, you're just casting and reeling. We have all the gear you need for a productive day out in the water, so swing by Sunjammers Water Sports for your free demo today. Sunjammers Water Sports is located at 1129 Beck Avenue in beautiful, historic St. Andrews.
It's the President's Day mattress sale going on now at the Sleep Center. You can save up to $800 on select Stearns & Foster adjustable mattress sets. Stearns & Foster, made in the USA, and available at
the Sleep Center, where it's bedtime all day long.
All right, welcome back to the famous Friday fishing forecast. What a pretty day it is, and it's always brought to you by Jessica Ling Insurance and Financial, and also Matt Andrews at Hammerdown Construction. Good folks, and we appreciate their support of our television show. And not many television shows, you can't use that word much anymore, television. The word is podcast. All right, we'll move along. I've got all kind of cool things. First thing I wrote down last night was squid. You know, it's squid time. Look, I'm going to show you some places to go catch some squid. Now you can eat them. Before I get to some places, I was looking for the East Bay, just a tender bridge for the new pier and all. Google Earth has not caught up. The pier is not actually on here. You say, okay, that's a tender bridge. Do y'all see that new pier anywhere? They hadn't got it on here. Okay, so anyway, but where it's going, okay, downtown Marina right here, the T. This is a good place. This is a great place to go catch some squid. I got tickled at this picture here. The auditorium is still up. The Civic Center, that's actually been taken down completely. But anyway, that's beside the point. We'll digress here. All along this front area right in here, great place to go squid fishing. Get a light hanging over there. You see folks down there, if they're catching them and you're not, go ask them what's going on. Then St. Andrews, right here. The marina down in St. Andrews. That's some good fishing right there too. I always see people. I really want to go along the side, with the north and south side right there, right on the corner, as you get back on the other side. And right there is a Seminole Wind, right there in the center, okay? Anyway, I had squid written down, and then okay, also I talked about the redfish. You saw redfish at the jetties, and I saw a kayaker this week. He reported he was catching some redfish up in the shallows, up in the flats and all. So that would be throughout the bay system, not just the East Bay and West Bay, but over in Chautauqua Bay, they were up there. Again, the speckled trout, now remember the season's going out, but they'll be bunched up. And I saw an old timer the other day, and I asked him about fishing. He said, they're up the creek. They're talking about trout, and they're up the creek, and they're still up the creek, up in the canals, in the little feeder creeks and all. So be aware of that. Some of the best places to go this time of year, though, is up the creek, if you get out of the weather. The Intercoastal Waterway is going to be strong. Over in Choctawhatchee Bay, I had Black Creek written down. Well, you saw the catch off the Choctawhatchee River. There's some good brim being caught. And also, I wrote down on freshwater, the top right here, crappie, right here, top of this. Lake Talquin, they had a big tournament in Lake Talquin last week. They had 44 boats on the crappie tournament. They have a tour just like the catfish tour and the bass fishing tour. The crappie people do that too. And I wrote down they had 44 boats. The average fish weight was 2.03 pounds, average weight. So you can imagine some of the big slabs being caught. And the average team weight, all the boats that weighed in, their average weight was 9 pounds. Average weight. So crappie now, that's pretty strong. So it's interesting though, you stop and think about it. We talk about it here. I guess they heard it from us first about this crappie in Lake Talquin. I knew it when I was a kid, and Daddy would call them speckled perch fishing and all kind of really good stuff in Lake Talquin that we fished in. My granddad had a boat landing there, he ran. So the word is out, been out a long time, but the word's the first tournament they had this season, Lake Talquin. Okay, also wrote down, moving along the sheephead. I mentioned sheephead. I talked about the sheephead last week. This is really prime time. Sheephead is really prime time. They're getting ready to come into the jetties area. Just remember, if you can catch a female, and you can tell it's a female, a bunch of eggs, throw it back, let it go. If it's female, you see, a lot of times you see the eggs coming out of it. And if you squeeze it a little bit, release it. And let those eggs go ahead and then go 2 weeks later and catch them again. So bass fishing, I'm bouncing around back to freshwater. Bass fishing, they're catching some sandhills bass. I saw some were caught the other day. Let's move in here to, I always got to mention this time of year, Apalachicola Bay. Okay, right here, let's go to Apalachicola. Okay, if you get an area right in there and you go over here to these creeks, St. Mark's, East River, this is a remarkable place to fish. And I could fish there. You could go fishing in the Apalachicola River system at the lower end, and you could fish all year and really not fish in all the spots. If you could fish every day for the whole year, I've talked to old timers about that. And then I had one guy, 80-something years old, tell me he hadn't fished so he's fished his whole life, but hadn't fished over there. He told me he's going to get around to it. So anyway, learn that river system, Apalachicola and Choctawhatchee River system, learn it and go to some really neat places. Choctawhatchee, they have so many really hidden places to go to. And that's just something you have to get out and do it on your own and find out yourself. Instead of trying to go online and find all these places, get out and do it. Got to wrap it up for the week. We've had a great week on the show. Next week we'll have some guests coming on and some cool video all next week. All got next week planned. So again, wish you a happy birthday and want you have a great weekend. Do something good for someone else. Enjoy the great outdoors. Take care of it, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.